Hi everyone, welcome to my weekly messages. I'm Jaleel Starr and today is August 1st. So I'm actually creating this on Sunday, but I'm going to be releasing it on Monday. Last night had a great radio interview with Rebecca Jernigan on journeyswithrebecca.com. And we were all over the place with that call, but one of the things we focused on was preparing for your mission and what it is like to do the three training phases for a mission, regardless of whether it is going out and being a teacher and leaving the corporate world or staying in the corporate world and acting as a beacon of light. That's a very important one too. But we also talked about, let's see, what did we talk about? Gosh, that was 24 hours ago. Actually, less than 24 hours ago, and I can't even remember. I mean, we had talked about so many things. Oh, we talked about, where people are right now with so much information being released about the government and the the war in Afghanistan was like 90-something thousand documents were released into the public online. Isn't that interesting? The age of light, or the fifth dimension, is when all knowledge will be made known. All hidden knowledge will be made known. So I guess that's what's going on. But more than anything, it's about when, this is a time that we got to before on our other Earth experiments, in which knowledge came to the surface, information that had been hidden came to the surface, and people responded. But when they responded with anger, and they took revenge. They attacked the ones that they felt were responsible, and that ended as a war. And it also had been the destruction of the world. So that was an experiment that failed. So here we are again, repeating that process. This is the third time around, and hopefully this time we're going to make a different choice. But to do that, there's got to be those of us, and many of you are involved in this, who will take humanity beyond that step that we kept getting stuck at, which was getting angry and seeking revenge and attacking the ones because we felt victimized. This time we have to go beyond that to saying, okay, you know what, we get it. This is a game. You guys played that role. We played this role. And we wouldn't awakened if you hadn't been doing some crazy things to get us to kind of shake us out of our little worlds and, what we were doing in our personal lives to think on a bigger level. So we talked about starting a new movement. I like that. A new movement called Now You Know the Truth. Where do we go from here? And this is a movement to take you beyond the hopelessness and helplessness and anger of finding out the truth about what's going on, to being proactive and working toward a positive solution to where we resolve the issue without attacking, without going to war. In other words, we don't repeat the past. And this time we take it we go to our God level, and we realize that we are all souls playing roles, and this is part of the drama that we all help co-create. So we help script their roles and the dramas that they would create to help us wake up and figure out what's going on. That's because God knows he's not a victim. He's a creator, and he creates things, but he just doesn't always remember why he created them. So we're starting this movement called Where Do We Go From Here? And it's going to begin as teleconferences, and we're going to be calling in not the whistleblowers, because they have their own movements, like Project Camelot and a lot of the big conferences, Awake and Aware, the UFO conferences. They're all for the whistleblowers who are getting the information that's been hidden out to you. We need to have teachers who provide a solution to how to deal with the emotions that come up from that. So the where do we go from here is going to be those kinds of teachers. We're going to be contacting several that we've got on our list who provide tools and solutions to help us move to that next final level. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that. And let's see what else is going on. We're still in that holding pattern that many people are feeling. And last night when we were on the call, I got some really good information And basically what they were saying was, as you go through the next 2 years, you're going to be replaying the events of the ancient timelines. And so these are going to appear as these big events which through which humanity has to make a choice. They're either going to take the high road or they're going to take the low road. And so we just completed a choice point with the BP oil spill. Even though it's not completely over, especially for the people living in that area, it's not over at all for them. The majority of humanity has made a choice about how they're going to respond to that. So that has now been calculated into the next event. And so they said, even though it appears that things are slow, actually they're very busy on the inner realms with manifesting the next series of events, because the way we handle BP oil spill is going to determine what is created next for us to make a choice about. So that's coming next. And I was just talking to my friend Nancy Joy Heffron, and she was saying that there's a grand cross alignment that's supposed to be hitting the financial market. So maybe it's going to come through the financial market. Maybe hope that something good will come out of it. I don't know. But anyway, if that's true, once again, we have to make a choice. So I'm going to keep my ears open and watch for those signs, and I'll keep alerting you as I go along, as to what I'm seeing. And of course, if you can share what you have with me, then we can, compare notes. So that's it. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, August 14th, the 2012 workshop, 22 Nibiru DNA in You is here, and we're going to be working on compassion. We're going to be working on taking all the timelines, which I've talked about over and over in my work, and this is the area where you can tie them in energetically, because this area is the high heart, or the thymus area, and basically neutralize and help minimize a lot of these possible events that are coming up in the next 2 years. So hopefully, if you haven't, there's a few seats left. I have a limited amount of room in my house, but there's still some seats left if you want to come and join us. And after that, it'll be Sedona, September 18th, and then Colorado Springs, October 3rd. Okay, so that's it for today. You have a great week, and I will talk to you next week. Hang in there. Be safe. Bye-bye.